Hey everybody, Rob Ferretti here, giveaway BMW right behind me. We've identified the direction, now we're just trying to figure out who's going to be doing the work. But I wanted to address something that the gotcha posters out there think they've got. Car's got a clean title, no evidence of any rebuilt title or salvage title. Not that that would have stopped us from getting this car, but they've cast doubt on the quality of the car. They said it was in an accident 13 years ago and that it should have been totaled, but it wasn't totaled and it was repaired. I don't know anything about this, but we're going to put this thing up in the air, take a peek at what's underneath, and make sure everything looks the way it does, or the way it should. And if it doesn't, we'll make sure we make it right before we give it away. But if the car really was in an accident 13 years ago, and it was rebuilt and then driven for another 60 or 70,000 miles, it wouldn't really be a concern to me anyway. But stick this thing up in the air and see what we come up with. Let's address everything, because you know people like to play gotcha, like I'm trying to trick somebody into taking a free car. Essentially what I'm looking for under here, well, obviously looking just after I looked at the Miata makes this thing look like a champ, but I'm essentially looking for signs of a repair. And something on the tub or on the frame here that would show a weld or a difference in color, or overspray is not really a big deal, but we're going to lose this thing. This thing does not need a tow hook. That all looks very good. That also looks good. This back here doesn't look like it's got, and the bumper is where I would have started. They didn't say what accident. Now this is a hearsay thing. Might as well, right? This is like a hearsay thing. This is a guy thinks it's a car because it looks like a car that was in the area, and it's got to be the same car, but he doesn't have any photos or details of the accident. He just knows that it was in an accident, and that's sort of what started this story and what we're running with right now. I'm looking for anything. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was in an accident, but they're claiming it was like a should have been totaled out, frame damage car, and I don't see anything, at least in the back, and with the painted bumper, I would have assumed it would have been a rear impact, that they were just, I hate spiders. It would have been a rear impact, but the back looks good. The only thing I would see is right here, there's a little bit of floorboard-esque rust. I don't know if this is from a repair or this is where the jacking point is supposed to be. If somebody just kept jacking it up in the wrong spot and that compromised that. That doesn't look like a major frame damage issue that resulted in the car shouldn't being repaired or being repaired. Let's see if this is, you know what, this could be. This here, if you look right under here, you got these little, what could be welds. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Yeah, look at that. And so this thing, if I'm looking correctly, this side, and I don't know if you can see that, Ian, this side has like a wall here. So you can always tell where people jack it up wrong. And this side, oh, it's got a wall here. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if this is I mean, this is such a weird spot to do a little repair. Usually they would replace a chunk. I'm going to need to get somebody who knows what they're talking about in here. Now, I wish I had another M3 to compare it to. Oh, wait, I do, actually. I do. I have Shavam's. Yeah, look, so it doesn't have that, what may be a weld mark here. This would be the only thing I could say may have been repaired. I mean, if anything, I would say there may have been an impact on the front right here, but it doesn't seem to affect the frame rail where the suspension mounts up to or where the engine plugs into. So if you think of a car, and this is me guessing, if you think of a car sort of like a skeleton, having a body panel line up is not a big deal. And like think of a kit car, like a Celine or something like that. A kit car, if the body panel doesn't line up, that doesn't mean the car is not, doesn't mean the car is not structurally sound. This would be the only evidence under here. This what looks like a weld, that there was a repair on the front of the car. But that's far from the statement that you have a severely frame damaged car that should have never been repaired. And I don't see an accident history on it. I didn't check the Carfax or auto check. I had the other guys do that, but it does have a clean title. And right here is did the auto check or Carfax come up with anything? I asked the guys over at Dash Hub who sourced the car, and they said there is no accident on this car with this VIN for this car. So at least that's recorded. If there's a frame damage, now here's what you have to think about. If there was frame damage on this car 13 years ago, no guy is writing a check out of his pocket to keep it off insurance so it doesn't show up on the history report because they're worried about the value of it. So they're going to the insurance company's writing a check, the car will be repaired because it's not damaged enough to be totaled, and the car will be back in the circulation. It'll have an accident history on it. This one doesn't. So even if it looks like a car that may have been a car that was over there and it's got to be the same car, I don't really see anything under there that indicates that. And I definitely don't think somebody, even if that was a repair there, which I'm not an expert, I'll get somebody in here to actually spot on. I don't see anything that's evidence of like this car is unsafe, like the Miata, unsafe. This car, incredibly safe. Everything seems to line up. You don't see any evidence of any big cuts or welds or like new piece of frame put in or anything along those lines that would lead me to believe otherwise. So I'm going to give the car a clean bill of health. Again, thank you for the guys at Dash Hub for sourcing it, doing their homework, and landing this car for me to start with. Check a link to their website below if you want to see some other cars that they offer. I'll give you the VIN number. We'll bring it down. I'll give you the VIN number. You guys look around. If you can find something that we don't know about, I'm happy to see it. We're happy to look into it. We'll make sure we make it right and give it away to somebody December 25th. So make sure you enter the details below for the contest to enter it to win this car, which isn't going to look like this car. Looks like we're going with the M3 GTR body kit, if that makes sense. It looks cool on the 2-door. We're going to see if we can put it on a 4-door, and we're going to have a supercharged M3 wide body painted in white with some cool graphics on it. Catch you next time. Well, VIN number coming right up. Walter Bravo Sierra Charlie David 9327 Walter Echo 08795. Go do your homework, boys. Let me know what you come up with.